Hey guys, this is Ryan McKinney with Keller Williams Realty, and I'm here with Joe Cullen from the Jeremiah School. And we are very excited to partner with Jeremiah School this year for our Red Day project. And if you don't know what Red Day is for at Keller Williams, Red Day is the opportunity for us to renew, energize, and donate. And the second Thursday of every May, we take time away from our business and away from our clients, and we go into the community and we serve and we give where we live. And this year, we're pleased to partner with Jeremiah School. And what we wanted to do is give you a little insight into Joe and into the school itself, and then how we can help at Keller Williams Realty. And so, Joe, tell us about how Jeremiah School came about and why it exists.
Well, Jeremiah School was set up by three moms. They all had students on the autism spectrum. And you're between a rock and a hard place with the public school system, because you're either in a school that really doesn't meet their needs or you homeschool. And
Right.
For kids on the autism spectrum, homeschooling takes them away from socialization.
The interaction.
So there is no third option. So these parents were so brave, because it's not something I would have done. I probably know too much about schools being a principal. To set up your own, it takes a huge amount of faith. But they did it, and Jeremiah School was conceived. And the very big difference is that we put the child slap bang in the center, and we build everything around the child. Whereas in a public school system, you have the institution, and the child has to fit into that institution, whether they're a round peg or a square peg. And our kids are square pegs, and the school system has round holes.
I'm here with Billy Wright, and his son Samuel goes to school here. And so, Billy, can you tell us kind of how the Jeremiah School compares to like traditional school for Samuel?
Well, traditional school for Samuel was fairly easy, kindergarten through fifth grade. He was kind of coddled. He was carried along. I don't feel like he really had enough academics in there, but they did the best they could with the amount of kids that they had, in the classroom, 20 kids to one teacher. And I feel like he kind of just got passed through just because, no child left behind type thing. But when it got down to middle school, which he started early this year, when school started, he really was floundering, and he was not getting the help that he needed. And it was moving at a really fast pace, which he wasn't used to. And the academics, there was a big gap in the academics from elementary school to middle school, it seemed. And when he started into the academics in sixth grade, he was lost. And it was really tough on him. It created a lot of anxiety. There was a lot of homework. He went from having very little homework, maybe practicing his spelling words, to having 2 to 3 hours a night.
What challenges do you face on a daily basis at Jeremiah School versus a traditional school?
Jeremiah School we're blessed that we don't have the restrictions that a public school would have. Resources, yes, can be difficult to come by. We don't have the money, obviously, that a public school has. However, we make up for it in our flexibility in our curriculum, being able to kind of work more individually with students. As you can see, we have small groups. So the student-teacher ratio is a huge benefit. Yeah. We follow the same standards that any other school would follow. Okay. So, and we just adapt it to what our kids need. Yeah. And it works out. So the challenges aren't that great. I mean, we do have like any other school, sometimes you might have some behavioral challenges, or you have academic challenges, but it's not as great as it is for me when I was working in the public schools, where a lot of times you feel like you're on an island. Yeah. You feel alone, you're kind of isolated. Here, we're a family, we're a team, so we all come together for the kids. And even Jo, who's our principal, she's very hands-on. Right. So I just feel a lot more supported, and we're just a very tight-knit group. Okay. So, yeah.
So the only way we fund this school is through tuition and through donations and fundraising. Now, we don't want to ask for tuition, because it's not fair that some families can pay and other really needy families can't. But we have to pay our teachers. Sure. So we want to give scholarships as much as possible. So donations and fundraising are a huge part of our daily life, particularly the fundraising. It's never ending.
So we are really excited to be partnering with Jeremiah School for our Red Day project.
So are we.
And what projects, what activities, what do you desire for us to help you with on our Red Day on May the 9th?
Well, I'm looking for an extreme makeover kind of thing.
Okay,
So,
that's what we do best.
We don't own this building. We are in someone else's building, but they've very kindly given us some extra space. And we are hoping to set up a sensory room, which is really, really important for children with autism. At the moment, we use an area of the hallway, and we have to pack everything away every night. So creating a dedicated space with swings and crash mats and other sensory equipment is high on the priority list.
Okay.
We want to create some more space outside because we like to use our environment. So we would like some raised beds to do some planting and growing. We want some swings. Our kids love to swing. It's a real sensory release to that movement. So outside we would like to build a swing set. And then also we are stood here in the art room right now, and this is my office. So I don't have any office space. I don't have anywhere nice to meet parents and to have private meetings. So we've been given a little bit of an end of a room, which we can turn into a sort of parent meeting space and office. So that's another exciting part.
Okay.
And then just donations towards equipment, and we have a scholarship fund, we have a building fund, so one day we have our own building.
Right.
So yeah, there's 101 ways you can help.
Okay. So March the 19th, you're going to be at our inspirational breakfast, correct?
Correct.
And that is going to be at Whispering Oaks in Gray. It's going to coincide with our team meeting. We will have a breakfast at 10:30 in the morning, and then our team meeting will start at 11, which is when Joe will then be talking about Jeremiah School. And we will also be having an auction for you guys based on the items that you desire to have in your school.
Fantastic.
So there's a couple things that I've seen, just like the light
Yes,
displays that are, you need 9 of them and they're $45 each, right?
18 actually.
Oh, you need 18. Okay, so we need 18 light covers and they're $45 each.
They are.
And so we're going to have Joe Johnson out there live auctioning these light covers to where people can bid on those and help the school out in that manner.